Danielle Williams, Sashalee Forbes, Briana Williams, Ackera Nugent, Ackeem Blake, and so much more. We take a look at Jamaicans participating in tomorrow's Millrose Games. We give a preview and our predictions. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at it and we break down the race. So, are you ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, we have a fire one happening tomorrow at the Millrose Games at the Armory in the great New York City in the United States of America. Some of Jamaica's top athletes, male and female, will be participating. Jamaica will be well represented there. So we are going to do a preview and our predictions for the races and happenings tomorrow at the Millrose Games. We first take a look at the women's 60-meter dash, one of the marquee events slated for tomorrow, featuring out of Jamaica, Briana Williams, as well as the third fastest in the world over that distance, Sashalee Forbes, and the great one, Julian Alfred, who reps for St. Lucia. Now the lineup is this: English Gardner, out of the United States, Briana Williams of Jamaica, Tamara Clark of the United States, Julian Alfred of St. Lucia, Sashalee Forbes of Jamaica, Destiny Smith Barnett of the United States, Shannon Ray of the United States, and Crystal Emmanuel of Canada. Now we know that Jamaica's Sashalee Forbes as well as Briana Williams, both of Jamaica, opened their seasons at the National Stadium outdoors in the 60 meters, with Sashalee Forbes then having the fastest time in the world, a time of 7.03, which I think is now the third fastest, and Briana Williams opening with 7.11.
Briana Williams right there. Storm to the line, close indeed. 7.05 is the dash time.
So, what are your thoughts? Do you? Now, unequivocally, the person they will have to get past is this young lady, Julian Alfred, who is the second fastest in the world, all time in the women's 60-meter dash, and recently opened with a fiery 7.04. This she did at the University of New Mexico Collegiate Classic, where of course she won in a time of 7.04. Our predictions. Well, this depends on whether or not Sashalee Forbes can get out of her blocks properly. You do notice that in recent races, she just has not gotten out of the blocks the way she did at the Grace Jackson meet, where she won at 7.03. So she has been averaging about 7.11, which is just not fast enough or strong enough to challenge a Julian Alfred. Now, as for Briana Williams, we're not sure. The last time we saw her attempt to run, which was at the New Balance, she seemed to have gotten a cramp. She got a cramp and therefore she did not. She finished the race, but she sort of sauntered. She almost walked through the line. So we can't judge there. So based on just this, I'd have to say my money is going with Julian Alfred on this one, with Sashalee Forbes being a very, very strong possibility for second. Now, in the other marquee event in the women's 60-meter hurdles, it's going to be Jamaica's representative for Jamaica is Danielle Williams, the world champion for 2023. Ackera Nugent, top 5 in the world, and Megan Tapper, the national champion. They line up against St. December of Great Britain, Sharika Nevis of the United States, Nia Ali of the United States, Devin Charlton of Bahamas, and Tia Jones, as well as Alicia Samuels. We recently saw Ackera Nugent battle Tia Jones. Jones won this one in 7.85, with Nugent running second in 7.94. I must concede that Nugent had a terrible start and came from the back, and there was no way she could catch her. Then last weekend at the New Balance, we saw Tia Jones basically tear up the place, people beating Toby Amusan, Devin Charlton, Masai Russell, and others. Of course, in the women's 60-meter hurdles.
US team, but fabulous as a junior. Toby Amazon goes in 4 there, right in the centre in the white vest and black shorts for Nigeria. Charlton in 5, Russell 6, Tapper 7. Well, they get underway here, and really good start from Devon Charlton. Takes the race to Amazon. Amazon beginning to force her way through, though. Going well on the far side is Tia Jones, and Tia Jones might have taken...
So for a prediction, I'm saying Tia Jones, because Devon Charlton is super fast, and Tia was out. But I am not going to put anything past Jamaica's Ackera Nugent. Like I said, Ackera got out late out of the blocks, and Ackera, you know, she's a huge title favorite. So I'm thinking this one is going to be tight, people. It's going to be between Nia Ali, Tia Jones, Devon Charlton, and Ackera Nugent. I can't tell you where Danielle Williams is going to fall in this one, and I don't believe Megan Tapper is going to be a factor. That's my prediction. In the men's 60-meter dash, of course, Jamaicans such as Ackeem Blake, Raheem Ford, as well as Shakur Williams will be battling Christian Coleman, Andre DeGrasse, Hakeem Sani Brown of Japan, Demik Kemp, Miles Lewis, and J.T. Smith. Now, we recently saw Ackeem run a phenomenal 6.45 at last weekend's New Balance Grand Prix.
Sí, lo que pasa es que a esta gente no le gusta perder ni jugando la chapa.
Arranca esta final, vamos a ver porque parece que es no al aire, sí, no al aire.
Y fíjate que marca.
So my prediction is this is going to be tight, but I think this is going to be between Ackeem and Christian Coleman, and I believe they're both really... This depends on the start that Ackeem gets. He has to get a great start or it's going to be tight. But I can see Ackeem actually beating Christian Coleman, although it's not going to be easy, people, because if Christian Coleman comes and he's on fire... So to me, the race is going to be primarily between these two. I don't think Andre DeGrasse is going to be a factor. And I'm not knocking other athletes, but I think this one is really down between Jamaica's Ackeem Blake and the United States' Christian Coleman. That's my prediction. Now, Damon Thomas has been doing really well of late. There's also going to be in this lineup for Jamaica, Gianna Roberts, who you just saw, and Orlando Bennett. This is in the men's 60-meter hurdles. These three Jamaicans lined up against the likes of Dylan Bread, Cordell Tinch, Terry Cunningham, Danielle Roberts, and Michael Dickerson, all of the United States. Now, my predictions, I have none. I have no clue who's going to win. Now, yes, Damon Thomas has won his last 2 races back-to-back, but his times were not the greatest time. They were not exceptionally fast. So I'm not sure if he's going to be a factor here. I've not seen Orlando Bennett run, and I just don't know if any of the 3 Jamaicans will make it in this one. So the truth is, I can't predict this one. I don't have enough information, to be honest. So your guess is as good as mine. In the description below, tell me who do you think is going to win. And then, of course, there is the remarkable Candice McLeod, who will be competing also, as well as Jamaica's Leah Anderson. They'll be competing against Talitha Diggs of the United States and Ireland's Rasheedat Adeleke. And you're going to be shocked who I think is going to win this one. Honestly, I have no prediction for this one. I've not seen any of these ladies run. On paper, it should be Candice McLeod. I'm a huge fan. I think she's a great talent. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Leave your predictions below and challenge mine below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to go over there and support our new channel, Peter Lloyd World of Wealth. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, you're royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!